Recently, I was lucky enough to grab a backup slot in Lettuce Bettis' new Hollyleaf map Frigid Beasts, an AU where ThunderClan live in an Alaskan tundra. For the Part 52 collab, I was tasked with animating a run cycle for Holly. While the final part isn't quite done, I thought I would make a progress and tutorial video for how I made this run cycle in lieu of posting the final collab. Run cycles are some of the most satisfying, simple, and educational animation practices, because they don't really require that many individual drawings. To begin, I sketched 3 keyframes, or key poses of the animation. For me, that means the pose in which Holly is the most stretched out, the most scrunched in, and where her front paws make impact with the ground. I place her on a pink rectangle to keep track of where the ground is, so that her paws don't sink into the ground. Here you can see my process of drafting these keyframes. Next, I move to a cleanup phase, taking care to match the face shape to the reference. I could have made rough drawings of my in-betweens first, but for some reason I opted to clean the keyframes first, and this works for me. The important thing to note in the keyframes is the movements I have added to the fur, ears, tail, and whiskers. With the ears, whiskers, and cheek fur especially, I am imagining the physics of them rising and falling as Hollyleaf rises and falls. Because of the drag or inertia, it will typically be opposite movements, where Holly's whiskers stay high up for a moment as her head falls, and likewise for her ears. Speaking of rising and falling, here is a diagram I made to demonstrate how Holly's body alternates between one side falling and one side rising. Her chest is going to fall as those front paws hit the ground, and her chest will rise up as she kicks up with her back legs. So think of it like a seesaw. Now watch as the chest rises and falls in these cleaned up in-betweens. Now I move on to the final lines, color, and shading. And now that she's on the blue screen, Holly can be transported to any realm you choose.